Weichert Realtors Southern Coast video training resource. Weichert Pro, how to add a contact. Okay guys, let's start with going to Weichert Pro. So let's type in your web browser, weichertpro.com. If you are starting out at Weichert Works, you can click on links and then click on Weichert Lead Network, and that is a shortcut to take you to weichertpro.com. Now your login credentials were given to you from Fast Track, so you want to plug all that in and then click Sign In. So when you first sign into Weichert Pro, it's going to take you to this dashboard, and this dashboard is very useful. It's going to give you a ton of information, this dashboard area, but you know, we've already kind of got an idea of this, so we're going to look at this bottom bar, this unique part of the interface on Weichert Pro. You're going to add a contact. We're going to click down here on Add, and then click on Contact. And it's that simple to get it started, okay? So, now that we've gotten that going, I'm going to go ahead and type in the full name, and I'm going to act as if I'm working with a couple here. So, John and Jane Doe, right? Click off of it. As you can see, it's already taken John Doe, made it a male because it knows, and it says there, and you see Jane's gone. But she's not gone. You're going to see how cool this system works. So now that we've got the name in there, let's go down to the contact info. Let's put in their phone number. And the cool thing about this portion of contact information is Weichert Pro validates for you. So as I click off, you see that quick load and a check mark. That means that's a good phone number. That's a real phone number, right? Now, just to give you an example, I'm going to put my email in. And see how it validates it? Perfect. Now if I typed it in wrong, exclamation point, that means that's not a good email. So this is good for you to know, because if you were using the Weichert Pro organization tool on your open house and registry, you won't have this opportunity at all. But if you are entering these in and you've got them handwritten, and you know their L looks like an I, or their 1 is an L, and whatnot, and you're missing something there, this is going to ensure and let you know, oh, okay, you know, there's a misspell there. So it may be able to help you figure out how it's supposed to be so you can get it validated. I highly recommend that you use Weichert Pro for your open house. That way you don't have that opportunity. But it's nice to know you have this backup in place with Weichert Pro. It'll even check the website if for some reason your client has one, or if you're putting in maybe a lender and the lender's website, you can ensure that it is correct because of this validation that Weichert Pro does. So as you can see here, validates, boom. So contact info's in. Make sure you put as much in as you can. And the next step is going to be motivation for moving and categories. So motivation for moving, click on that. And this is going to be good notes for you to remember. So in this case, I'm working for an investor, but if you're looking for somebody that's a secondary home, vacation, or you know, if they're downsizing, upgrade, whatever it is, pick the one that's appropriate. Give yourself some notes to remember. You know, looking at condos near the beach, you know, say likes golf and family fun. You know, that's a good note to have, so I know what to look for. And then as far as groups go, this is where we're going to micromanage these contacts. Categories is very important you spend the time to do, because when it comes to prospecting with emails and invites, the more detail you spend on this part, the better off you'll be. Take, for instance, groups. You know, this is where, you know, if you're doing open houses through Weichert Pro, they'll have them listed in here for you. You can also create groups. So as you can see, I've created like an investor out of area group, or maybe you're going to want to do like a Myrtle Beach open house group. You know, but it'll help you manage this type of contact. So if you want to send out a property to investors, all you got to do is pick the investor out of area group, you know, and use the information from that to be able to send out that email, you know, and you can do it effectively in a fast manner. And of course, source is a great reminder. Where'd you get the lead? You know, so in this case, we'll say that this was a, let's say it was a Weichert referral. And the contact type, definitely a buyer, right? So they're a buyer. Say that they're also a past client if you want. But you see all these notes in here, family, friends, all this stuff is going to help you micromanage these contacts so that you can effectively conduct your business and not miss a step. Okay? So after you're done with that, let's go ahead and pop in some info on their address. Now this physical address would be, John Doe's home address, not where they're looking to buy, but their home. So if you wanted to, if you could get that information, that way you could send them maybe like a thank you card or a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. You can do that. So and this uses Bing, so you can just simply pop in the address. I'll use the office here for an example. There it is. And boom. So it'll validate it, let it pop up, and make sure that you can see it if it's primary or residential, or in this case, you will do primary business, right? Hit continue. Now you can see relationships. You see Jane Doe is down here. When I was putting in names, I put John and Jane Doe, and it just automatically separated John Doe and made a male gender. And then, whatever one you put in first is how it's going to do it, is what I'm assuming. And then it populated Jane Doe and automatically assumed it was a spouse. So if it's not a spouse, you can change it. If it's a brother or a child. But, this is a great way of organizing this, and it's quick, as you can see. So we'll keep it as a spouse. If you add their phone number, you can. And, of course, significant dates and other customer information. So birthdays, great to get that. Pop that in there. It's a good reminder, good reason to say hi, happy birthday, after you help them, down the road, doesn't matter. It's a great tool to have as a reminder. Annually on the 1st, we'll get reminded to send out that happy birthday card. They're an investor, so they should be pre-approved, and you can pop that in there. I'll say that they're pre-approved for $150,000. Working with Movement Mortgage, one of our preferred lenders, and of course, when you're starting it. So after you're all done, all you have to do is click save, and you've created your first contact. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us. I want to thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and look out for some new coming videos, because I'm going to dive more in depth on contact management in the next video. You're really going to like it. It makes Weichert Pro a one-stop shop for you, okay? So again, thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you next time.